there's a lot of areas in my life where I've started a lot of things, and for some reason I don't seem to be able to follow through, and I stop. And I think that's had a huge impact on my life. I think that right now I should be in a different place to where I am on a number of areas, and I think because of the sabotage, not knowing what's causing that, is the reason why I haven't achieved some of the things that I thought. I've done a lot of personal development programs in the past. I've spent, I think I shared with you, over $50,000 doing courses. Accredited like a lot of people. I've helped a lot of people. There's only one person I haven't really seemed to be able to help, which is me, because I understand things intellectually, but I think emotionally there seems to be a barrier. A couple of things. I've developed an app, and that's sort of out in the marketplace now, but it's not doing what I intended for it to do. And I already have noticed that I'm a little bit, paralyzed, if you like, around the activity, what else I could do. So knowing that I can re-engage in that process and continue to do the things that I set out to do, like research, learn, programs, whatever, that's one thing. This is things I can think of straight away. Another thing is I bought a piano course. I've wanted to learn the piano for many years. I bought a course online probably about 5 years ago. It's still sitting in my drawer, and every day I say I want to get the piano out, but I don't. So I guess knowing that I'm motivated to get it out and actually start dedicating time to do that would show me that I've actually broken through whatever it is that stops me from moving forward with some of these things. It'll be everything for me, I think, without trying to sound like exaggerating, but when I look at the frustration that I've experienced in my life, making myself wrong for not being where I think I should be financially, physically, I know weight has been an issue. Again, that's a pattern that I think this falls in line with, where I get to a point and then I start to sabotage, and then I go back to where I was, if not worse. So even, in that respect, having my health back, my fitness back to enjoy with my children, going to the pool with my kids, that's a big issue for me. I don't often jump in the pool because I'm embarrassed to take my shirt off. And I know I'm not alone when I look at parents, but for me, to feel proud of me, my body, who I am, and the fact that it's not a challenge will be huge. It'll be night and day in my life. It'll be a huge transformation if I can break through that. Okay, so hi, Fernando here again. Just sharing my experience working with Pam over the last few weeks. Very interesting experience, I have to say. When I came to speak with Pam, there's a lot of areas of my life that I thought that I wanted to address and change, like getting stuck in areas, not following through with things that I'd started, and certainly my weight was a concern for me. But what I found was very interesting through this process is that whilst working with Pam, things came up that I wasn't aware of. And I guess for me, the biggest win, if you like, out of this whole experience was identifying areas in my life around my children that I wasn't aware of, and the impact that I was having in particular with my daughter. I have 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter, and I felt somewhat disconnected with her, and I identified areas of my life where it was very clear as to why that happened, and no surprise, it was to do with part of my own issues growing up. And thankfully, through working with Pam and her system through tapping, she was able to help me process some of those emotions, get clear on exactly what it was that I was feeling and why, and then use some of the techniques to reframe, if you like, for a better word, how I related to my daughter. And I have to say that it was almost immediately, once I recognised what it was and I was able to work through those emotions, it was like night and day going home, and how I interacted with her, and I had a different awareness of my daughter now, which I didn't have before. In the past it was like, alright, come here, I'll go there, but now I notice that I'm actually a lot warmer towards her, which is a great feeling, because I know that having this relationship that I have with her now and the way that I interact with her now would have potentially changed her life forever. So for me, irrespective of what I thought I was going to get out of this experience, what I've gotten is far greater, and I am eternally thankful to Pam for her help.